Welcome to another video. Today we're going to be looking at how I prefer to be a hard AI barbarian. So I'm going to be fully transparent. I did not post my first playthrough because it wasn't going exactly how I expected it to go. Like I said previously in some of the comments for you guys, I don't often play against AI. So just the poking and prodding can be a bit annoying, and I get that about them. So that is something that you need to keep in mind when going up against AI, is they're going to constantly manipulate the terrain, manipulate your defenses, and take out your mexes, which is extremely frustrating. So this playthrough, when I decided that it was good enough to post, I determined that ignoring that is one of your best bets. So I'll show you as we get into the game exactly what my ideas were and why when doing everything. So I start out pretty normal, doing my 2 mexes, 1 wind turbine, and that's just to get enough energy through that wind turbine for that 3rd mex. So pretty simple start out. Nothing too crazy here. We can fast forward through the beginning stages, getting those few windmills up as well to get up to at least 70 energy. I decided to go for a vehicle lab, hitting 70 energy, a little bit over, which is fine. Building that up. Now, I did want to mention at that point, I determined already what my strategy was going to be, and that's going to be counter their spam with just as much spam in fast assault tanks, the blitz. So I'm getting out a couple construction vehicles, building a little bit of energy, just so I can get this construction vehicle. He's just going to spam mexes the whole game. That's all I really need him for. And so we're gonna get that out, and we can speed past this a little bit because I don't want to labor on anything too unimportant. Obviously building energy as we build those construction units, because these construction vehicles take 1,000, 2,000 energy a piece, so it's good to build up a bit more as you are making your 2 first ones. This guy's going into all wind turbines, so we have a consistent amount of energy coming in, and then we are going just straight into blitzes. Now, right off the bat, I want to find out where is he going to be located. So if you look at my player view, I don't know where he is on the map. And it's important for me that I figure that out rapidly in the game. I start to overflow on energy, and I want to try to be a little bit more efficient. Not necessarily making it a huge priority, but just minimally efficient in my energy usage, and we end up picking up in energy here. So we run into a little bit of poking, prodding. I don't remember where that was. I think it was up here. Anyway, I'm just ignoring any of the units he's sending my way. I didn't even build a radar. You could definitely build a radar here, and that would be better, just to be able to have a little bit more vision to counter any plays that he does try to make on your base. I'm not saying this is the most efficient way to take out AI, but this is one of my better ways of taking out AI. And what I'm doing here with these turrets is I'm making sure that this back line for my whole beginning economy can't get harassed. I don't want my windmills to get popped, so I'm getting harassment free areas for my main energy in this area as well. So just keeping in mind that my commander, he's focused on building units. That's ultimately what I really want. But I also don't want my main windmills to be exploded. That's the main thing. These mexes, they're important, and I would like them not to die, but not so much that I'm going to spend that much metal working on it. So I already found his base up here. As you can see, we're doing some damage. I got just a location. Obviously, he died. So now I know he has a turret here. His main base is here, and I got another turret located here. So I'm starting to build a pattern of where his stuff is at, and I can avoid these turrets and still do damage. So I end up poking in with this guy and just targeting what is within my range outside of that turret's vision. So we're harassing him equally, and I'm getting harassed over time. You know, this guy's poking me and stuff, but I got my my main area locked down, so it doesn't really matter as long as I'm providing equal harassment against this AI. So we end up pushing him a little bit and dancing around it. And ultimately, I want to get my units up to the front. I'm still producing 1 million of these guys, and we're wasting energy a little bit. And you know, I kind of distract a little bit over here. I should have just kept pushing everything up front. Ultimately, I want all my units up towards this area so that I can harass him, you know, his base. The more units that I can take out at his front line, the better it will be for me. We end up taking some profitable engagements here, really getting some damage off, doing a little bit of exploratory, and then we find his commander, which I don't want to take out yet. The commander is going to be a lot harder to kill when he has all these units being produced. So yeah, I found his commander, and we're going to just start pumping out units again, trying to get a buildup. We need a stockpile of units to be able to do what I want to do. So I figured his commander came in from this area, which means that there's going to be stuff over here for me to take out. We're just, you know, harassing, killing some of these guys. All profitable fights for me here. Doing a little bit more harassment. I do not want to lose this group of units though. So I want to make sure I maintain all of these guys and they stay healthy, because this is going to be my assault force that actually takes out the base. Boom, here we go. We get in. This guy's able to fire a little bit. I want to target that as quick as I can. Boom, now I can take out all of his economy, and essentially this whole thing's dead now. And so we just end up taking out the economy, taking out the factories here, and his base is gone. And that's because the AI in this game often will play very, very wide, and they use that to their advantage very well. So we took out the economy, we took out one of his bases. Now we have a huge advantage because we have our own base, we have our own economy. Not very many mexes, honestly. We only have a couple mexes out here, but he's not able to harass these anymore because he's been so busy having to focus on his stuff. This probably won't work quite as well in a 3v1 or a 2v1 hard barbarian, but this works very well in a 1v1 situation against a hard barbarian. So we're keeping producing stuff, just a steady stream. We're going to build up again and hit his next little cluster of turrets here. We just want to verify he does not have any more structures here. No more factories built up, because he can out micro me. He has infinite micro and I have finite micro. So I want to try to use my finite micro to my advantage. All right, keeping them coming. And we found his last base here. We kind of want to avoid him until we get his energy production killed, because he's got that powerful D-gun and that will end up wrecking our day. But as his energy starts to decrease and his solar panels start to close up, he loses energy, he loses his ability to use his D-gun, and right there, he's done. Boom, there it is. That's how you win against a single hard AI barbarian. You can drag it out longer, but the longer you drag it out, the more complicated the game becomes for AI barbarians. If this was helpful and you enjoyed this video, definitely subscribe, and as always, I will see you on the battlefield.